The A-Team Challenge, a major project of the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools, is produced in partnership with the School District of Lee County, Waterman Broadcasting, and NBC2. This program features high school students in both public and private schools from 6 Southwest Florida counties as they compete in this exciting academic challenge. The A-Team Challenge is brought to you by Suncoast Credit Union.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the A-Team Challenge. Don't adjust your set. I am Robert Van Winkle, and I'm very honored to be invited back to host the A-Team Challenge as we wrap up the games for 2019 with the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the finals all coming up here on NBC2. I just want to say once again how much I've appreciated all of your thoughts and concerns about my family, specifically my mom, over the last several months, and thank you again for all of your loving support. Southwest Florida is a great place to be. So we are going to have a great start to the quarterfinals here today with these two fine teams, St. John Neumann and Naples High School. The A-Team Challenge, as you know, is an academic game show. We are honoring the academics in our schools here in Southwest Florida, and we're in cooperation with the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools, the Foundation for Lee County, and of course, NBC2. So again, I want to welcome both of our schools here today, and I hope we have a very exciting game. We had 38 high schools to start. We are now down to these 8 schools remaining. One of these 2 teams will be moving on to the semifinals. So students, just a reminder, we will be answering questions in the field of science, math, arts and humanities, language arts, social studies, and we have some general knowledge questions as well. Here are the rules for those of you folks at home watching the A-Team Challenge for the first time. There are the 3 rounds. First one, all the questions are worth 10 points. Second one, same thing. And the third round, this is really kind of an exciting thing. The lightning round will be a rapid fire asking and answering of questions to find out who gets those final few points. Again, all questions worth 10 points. So students, as we work our way through this first game, I will be introducing you to our television audience after the first round. We'll also introduce your coaches as well. So without any further ado, let's get started, and we'll put our hands on our buttons. Let me see everybody with your hand on your buttons. There it is, and off we go. First question for 10 points. What politician, the only Welshman to serve as British Prime Minister, and Naples?
Lloyd George.
Very good. Led Britain to victory in World War I. Lloyd George, 10 points, starts us off for Naples. What quadrilateral is used in a rule for adding vectors and has 2 pairs of opposite congruent? Andrew, St. John. Parallelogram is right. That ties it up. It has 2 pairs of opposite congruent angles and 2 pairs of opposite congruent sides. Good job. Next question. What quantity has a maximum value of approximately 300 million meters per second? Andrew, St. John.
Speed of light.
Speed of light is exactly right. 10 points, St. John. Next question for 10. What battle, which ended with Charles O'Hara presenting a sword to Benjamin Lincoln, was a defeat for Charles Cornwallis, ending the Revolutionary... Naples,
Battle of Yorktown.
Say again?
Yorktown.
The Battle of Yorktown is correct. That's 10 points for Naples High School. Good job. All right, next question. What Theodore Dreiser novel is named for a woman who becomes the mistress of Charles Druitt after moving to Chicago? Zach, you're in time. St. John Neumann, Zach?
Charlotte O'Hare.
No? Good guess. Naples, you want to try?
Gone with the Wind.
No. The novel was Sister Carrie. Sister Carrie. Next question for 10. What author of Sometimes a Great Notion depicted Randall Patrick McMurphy's attempted murder of Nurse Ratched in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? Zach, St. John.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Yeah, that was it, but I need to know the author. Naples? Ken Kesey. Ken Kesey. Next question for 10. You guys are doing a good job. First round. Here we go. It's the economy, stupid. That was actually a campaign slogan during which presidential election in what year, the most recent election in which the incumbent lost? What year? Naples.
1978.
Nope, incorrect. St. John. Andrew?
2004.
All right, you guys are on either side of it. It was 1992. Bill Clinton's slogan. He never won. He won over George Bush, that is. All right? The incumbent lost in 1992 there. All right, no harm, no foul. Next question. Philip Johnson once resided in a house named for what material, which was also used by I.M. Pei? Cy, Naples.
Glass.
Yes, to design the Louvre in Paris, that structure in the front. 10 points, Naples. Next question for 10. What acid-base theory, named for an American chemist, defines a base as an electron pair donor? Cy, Naples.
Arrhenius theory.
No, incorrect. St. John. It's the Lewis theory. The Lewis theory. Next question for 10. Harry F. Byrd received 15 electoral votes in the year of what election, featuring the first presidential debates in which Richard Nixon. Cy, Naples?
1960.
Yeah, that's the year that Nixon lost to JFK. 1960. 10 points, Naples. Next question for 10. The largest German state by area. Cy, Naples.
Bavaria.
Bavaria, sie hat gut geantwortet und eine richtige Antwort hast du gemacht. Aren't you impressed? 10 points, Naples. Next question. What Canadian pop stars' albums include? All right, Andrew.
Justin Bieber.
Well, you know, that was a good try, jumping in maybe a little too soon. That's incorrect. Naples, I'll finish it for you if you'd like. What Canadian pop stars' albums include Under Rug Swept and Jagged Little Pill? Caroline.
Alanis Morissette.
That's it. 10 points for Naples High School. Next question for 10. The Carlsbad Decrees were proposed by what conservative Austrian chancellor who helped engineer the post-Napoleonic order in the Congress? St. John's. Andrew.
Otto and Bismarck.
Nope. Sorry. The rest of the question, not much left, though. The order in the Congress of Vienna. Naples. The chancellor's name was Metternich. Metternich. Next question for 10. What leader of the Movement for National Regeneration is a former mayor of Mexico City who was elected president of Mexico? Caroline, Naples.
Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador.
Wow. I would have just taken Obrador or Lopez Obrador. You gave me all four. Good for you. 10 points. In 2018 you did that. That's right. 10 points for Naples. Good job. Next question for 10. On Broadway, Hamilton plays at a theater named for what man? Cy, Naples?
Rogers.
Yes, that's right. The composer who also worked with Oscar Hammerstein. Rogers Theater. Very good. 10 points, Naples. Next question. What type of reaction, whose examples include the CNO cycle and proton-proton, Andrew St. John?
HCl.
No, sorry, incorrect. The rest of the question include proton-proton chain generates energy in stars by combining together atomic nuclei. Say, Cy?
Fusion.
Yes, we'll take that. Correct. 10 points, Naples. All right, listen up, because I got to pronounce these names. What character is pursued by the Furies after he kills his mother, Clytemnestra, to avenge Anya, St. John?
Orestes.
That's right. You saved me from having to say things like Agamemnon and Aeschylus. Good job. St. John, 10 points. Next question. What author described Otto Lidenbrock's descent into an Iceland volcano in the 1864 Caroline, Naples?
Journey.
Yep, that was the rest of the question, but St. John, you have a chance to answer it. I'm sorry, Jonathan.
Jules Verne.
Verne is correct. That's right. That what I needed was the author. And 10 points, St. John. Very good. Next question for 10. What governor of New York what governor of New York served as vice president under both Thomas Jefferson and James Madison? Cy, Naples. Nope. Good try, though. No harm, no foul there. St. John, you want a shot at it? Zach, you're in time.
Al Smith.
Nope. Clinton, believe it or not. George Clinton. All right, our game is progressing along nicely. We have St. John Neumann on the board at 40. Naples does have a bit of a lead here, but we still have another round to go, and we'll see how things play out in our second round. Don't go away. We're going to take a short break. When I come back, I will be privileged to introduce these fine students from St. John Neumann and Naples High School in just a few minutes.
This one's packed with hope. This one's packed with big dreams. This one's packed with inspiration. It may look like a simple brown bag lunch, but it's really a big way to make a difference. That's because when you become a Take Stock in Children mentor, it takes just 1 hour a week to make an impact that can't be measured. Change a life over lunch. Become a mentor today.
Take Stock in Children is a major program of the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools. For more information on how you can become a mentor, call 239-337-0433 or email info@leeschoolfoundation.org.
When you choose Support Education tags, you are investing in future teachers like these, as well as teachers like me.
It feels good to know that when you purchase the education license plate, the proceeds go directly back into your local education community.
What an easy way to make a difference in your schools. A portion of the funds from each purchase or renewal of a Support Education license plate is sent directly to your local education foundation to support teachers and students.
Welcome back to the A-Team Challenge. So you folks at home playing along with us, how did you do? I bet you some of you folks maybe didn't get quite as many answers as these high school kids did. So let's find out who they are and meet them personally. Right now we'll start off with St. John Neumann High School. In our first position, welcome to Zach Laswick. Zach is a senior this year. Zach hopes to attend Princeton, and he will be hopefully studying biological and chemical engineering. Zach, nice to have you. Good luck in the future. Next to Zach is Anya Rawat. Anya is a junior this year, so hopefully we'll be seeing her back at the A-Team Challenge next year. She would like to go to FSU in the future. In the back row, welcome to Andrew Mitchell. Andrew is also a junior, hopefully headed back to the A-Team next year. He is headed up to Roanoke, going up to Virginia Tech. That's a great school and a beautiful part of Virginia up there. Good luck to you in the future, Andrew. And rounding out the team at St. John Neumann is Jonathan Schaefer. Jonathan, a junior this year, and Jonathan would like to go to FSU. The St. John Neumann team is under the coaching of Mr. Brian Carruth. And Brian, you've done a great job with your kids, obviously, this year. All right, so as we move over to the other side, on my left, Naples High School comes up, and this in the first position is Sai Rachumala. Sai is no stranger to the A-Team. He's been around for a couple of years now. I remember him from prior years. Sai is a junior and would like to head up to Stanford to study engineering. Next on the team is Quinn Rieger. Quinn is a junior as well. He wants to attend the University of Florida or maybe Columbia. Hasn't decided yet. It's okay, you've got some time there. And in the back row, welcome to Caroline. Caroline Corbin is a sophomore, and she's headed to the University of Toronto, perhaps, in the future to study political science and or international affairs. Rounding out the team on Naples High School is Cody Lamb, a junior, wants to head to the University of Pennsylvania and study business. That's great. That's one of the finest schools to do that at. Good for you. The coach for the Naples High School team, also no stranger to the A-Team Challenge. She's given many years of performance here, is Debbie Bartlett-Cantor, and Debbie, your team is doing a great job as well. All right, so there are two A-Teams. As you can see, we're on our first game of the quarterfinals, so let's get started with our second round of questions. Once again, students, each one is worth 10 more points. You ready? Hands on your buzzers. First question is a math question. Pencil and paper ready. We provide the students with these and a screen so they can read this with me, which I didn't get a chance to do yet because somebody answered so quickly. Cy, Naples, give me your answer first.
X plus 4.
No, sorry, that's incorrect. Here's the question again. Pencil and paper. Dividing the binomial x to the fourth power minus 16 by the binomial x squared minus 4 gives what polynomial as the quotient? And St. John, you're the one that needs to answer. St. John, Jonathan.
X squared plus 4.
X squared plus 4. X squared plus 4 is the right answer. Good job. Whew. I just am amazed. 10 points there for St. John. Okay, next question for 10. What TV show depicts annual Halloween heists, the fifth of which ended with Amy accepting Quinn, Naples?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Amy accepting Jake Peralta's proposal. That's a funny show. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, 10 points, Naples High School. Next question for 10. What artwork, which will be loaned to the British Museum starting in 2022, depicts a man taking an arrow to the eye at the Battle of Hastings? Andrew, St. John.
The Battle of Hastings.
No? It's got a different name. Naples? Cy.
The Bayou Tapestry.
Good job. Cy, that's exactly right. 10 points. Naples High School, the Bayou Tapestry. Another math question for you pops up on your screen. Take a look. What is the speed in miles per hour of an object that travels 5 miles every 4 minutes? Cy's in again, Naples.
75 miles per hour.
That's it, Cy. Good job. 10 points for Naples, 75 miles per hour. All right, next question. The jester Touchstone leaves court to follow Rosalind in what Shakespeare comedy that ends with several weddings in the forest of Arden? Caroline, Naples.
A Midsummer Night's Dream.
No, sorry. That was a good guess, though. St. John? Anya?
The Merchant of Venice.
Nope. Two good Shakespeare ones answers, but it's As You Like It. As You Like It. Next question. Listen up. What quantity, which is accounted for by the coefficient b in the van der Waals equation, can be measured in such units as cubic meters or liters? Cy, Naples.
Volume.
Volume is right. Simple answer. Complicated question. 10 points, Naples High School. Bellamy Young, played by Melly Grant, a first lady who becomes the first female president, is on what series about DC Power player Olivia? Caroline, Naples.
Veep.
Nope, not Veep or Vice. St. John, it's the power player Olivia Pope. That's her character. Anya.
Scandal.
Scandal is right. Scandal is what I was looking for. 10 points, St. John. Good job. Next question. What musical in which the anarchist Tom Collins romances the drag queen Angel? Andrew, St. John.
Oh, I was going to say Les Mis, but then I heard the last part.
Okay, so maybe a little too soon, but that's all right. Good try. Naples, here's the rest of the question. Romances the drag queen Angel is based on La Boheme and features several characters. Caroline, Naples.
Rent.
Rent, several characters suffering with HIV/AIDS. Correct. 10 points for Naples. Next question. In July of 2018, police shot a hostage during a confrontation with a suspect at a Silver Lake location of what grocery chain? A competitor of Whole Foods. Cy, Naples.
Neighborhood Organics.
Okay, no, that's not it. St. John? Give me a shot, Anya.
Walmart.
Nope, not Walmart. Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's. Next question for 10. What country whose king Norodom Sihanouk was deposed by Lon Nol in 1970? Caroline, Naples.
Cambodia.
Yeah, it was the site of the killing fields under Pol Pot. Very good. Cambodia is right. 10 points, Naples. What emperor, the second of Rome's 5 good emperors, constructed a namesake column? Andrew, St. John.
Augustus.
No, that's not it. That namesake column celebrating his conquest of Dacia. Caroline.
Tryon. Aren't we supposed to have 170 now?
We'll check that as soon as we get to our break, all right? Sometimes it does lag. We'll make sure that that's right. But you do get that question right, and that was 10 points for Naples, and they'll be working on that for you. We'll get that in a minute. All right, next question. In what country did the 2015 overthrow of Abu Mansur Hadi lead to civil war between Houthi rebels? Andrew, St. John?
Egypt.
No, not Egypt. Cy?
Yemen.
Yemen, those Houthi rebels and fighters backed by Saudi Arabia. 10 points, Naples. Next question for 10. What device used in woodworking and metalworking holds, Andrew, St. John?
Lathe.
Yeah, good guess. It holds and rotates a piece around an axis for purpose of cutting and sanding. A lathe, 10 points for St. John Neumann. What structures, one of which names the Ogallala Formation, Naples?
Aquifer.
Yeah, despite my butchering that first part of it, yes, the aquifer can give rise to artesian wells and are underground layers of rocks containing waters. 10 points for Naples for aquifer. Next question. What country singer from Texas sang Follow Your Arrow and released, Caroline, our music expert?
Casey Musgraves.
Casey Musgraves is right. Released the critically acclaimed 2018 album Golden Hour. Good job. 10 points, Naples. What orator of the speech on the cult of personality and its consequences, or the secret speech, led the Soviet Union during its post-Stalin thaw? Carolina.
Khrushchev.
Khrushchev. Naples gets 10 more points for that. Correct. Next question for 10. Lord Howe Island is administered as part of what Australian state whose most... Naples?
Tasmania.
No, incorrect. St. John, the rest of the question is that part of what Australian state whose most populous city is Sydney? Jonathan.
Melbourne.
Nope. New South Wales. New South Wales. All right. There are the final scores. Again, we're going to correct and make sure that everything is right. When we come back after this round, we'll make sure that the scores match what we've got from our judges as well. When we come back, the lightning round is the best part of the game, I think, because the students have a chance with their alternates to answer questions in rapid fire and get some additional points. We'll see how it plays out coming up.
Your fantastic future. Suncoast Credit Union can help you get there with trusted advice and the banking you need to live your best life. Because we're a credit union, profits come back to you with lower loan rates, higher earnings, and more free services. Anyone who lives on Florida's West Coast can bank with Suncoast. We have convenient branches, mobile and online banking, and free access to more than 30,000 ATMs nationwide. Your fantastic future starts here. See what banking at Suncoast can do for you.
The Foundation for Lee County Public Schools is celebrating 30 years of enriching education throughout the school district of Lee County. Throughout its history, the foundation has provided over $7 million in scholarships and $1.5 million in education grants. 170 teachers have received the prestigious Golden Apple Award. To learn more, visit www.leeschoolfoundation.org.
Welcome back to the lightning round and final round of the A-Team Challenge. Our first game in the quarterfinals. One of these two teams will be moving on to the semifinals. And as we take a wide shot again, you can see our teams have grown a little bit. I want to introduce you to the alternates which have joined their teammates for this final lightning round. First on the St. John Neumann side, welcome to Michael DeSantis. Michael, give us a wave. Michael is a senior, wants to go to Virginia Tech and study mechanical engineering. Right next to me here is Vanessa Franco. She's a junior and she wants to go to the University of Chicago and study biomedical engineering. Good for you. On the Naples High School side, we have one alternate, a nice looking shirt and tie there. That's Hector Torres. Hector is a junior, and he would like to head off to Yale and study law. All right, so here's how this works. The lightning round is a part of the A-Team Challenge now for about a year. It's been introduced recently, and it's a great way to wrap up the games. What will happen is, inside each one of these envelopes is a series of 10 questions. Each question is worth 10 points, but I'm going to be firing them off to the team, and they'll be answering as a group. The only answer that I will accept, though, will be coming from the team captain, which will be, on the St. John Neumann side, this is Zach, and on the Naples side, it's Cy. So Zach and Cy are the two team captains. The rest of the team members are grouped closer so they can help him answer the question, all right? So St. John Neumann, you're up first. Do you want amarillo or verde? You want the yellow. Look at that. The people with the green shirts are taking the yellow folder. So here's how it'll work. 10 questions. We're going to put the time on the clock so you don't have all day. Remember, if you don't know the answer, you can pass. Say pass, and we'll go back to it if we have time. If you give me an answer and it's wrong, then it's wrong. Okay? All right, here we go. Time on the clock is 60 seconds. And before we start it, I'll tell you your category is going to be sports records. Sports records, okay? Name the holders of these American sports records. All right, you ready? Most career Major League home runs. Barry Bonds is correct. Most NBA career rebounds.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Wilt Chamberlain is correct. Horse with the fastest time in all 3 Triple Crown races.
Pass.
Pass, okay. Most career singles Grand Slam wins in tennis's Open era.
Pass.
Most wins in Division I men's college basketball as a coach. That's correct. Longest streak of consecutive MLB games played.
Pass.
Pass that one. Most NHL goals scored. Gretzky is correct. Longest NFL field goal. Prater is right. Most NASCAR races won. Johnson wasn't right. Well, you guys did pretty good. You got almost all of them. That answer to that was Richard Petty. And the ones that we passed on, horse with the fastest time in all 3 Triple Crown races was Secretariat. And the most career singles Grand Slams was Serena Williams. Serena Williams. You guys did great. You got your score up to 120. Thank you for being here. You did a good job. All right, a little bit of school pride here. Let's just see if Naples is able to answer off all of these questions. You ready? Here's your category. Don't start the clock yet. The category is silver. Answer the following about things involving or related to silver. You ready? Go. Revolutionary era silversmith who made a midnight ride.
Paul Revere.
Correct. Robert Louis Stevenson novel featuring Long John Silver.
Treasure Island.
Correct. Marvel Comics Planet Eater, whose heralds include the Silver Surfer.
Pass.
Pass on that one. Within 5, the atomic number of silver.
64.
South American estuary, whose name translates to English as River of Silver.
Rio de la Plata.
Rio de la Plata is correct. Automobile brand whose models include the Silverado pickup truck.
Chevy.
Chevy is correct. An anniversary of this many years is celebrated with silver.
50.
Incorrect. Actress who won an Oscar for starring in Silver Linings Playbook.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence is correct. Author whose The Silver Chair is part of his Chronicles of Narnia.
C.S. Lewis.
C.S. Lewis is right. All right, you only missed one of those. 2 of those, actually. You passed on one. The Marvel Comics Planet Eater was Galactus. All right, so your score obviously moves up into the winning position. Let's give them a hand. Naples High School will be moving on. Good job. And as we wrap up this game, I'd like to invite both teams to go over and shake each other's hands. Thanks very much. We got another game coming up in the next half hour.